Mount Rainier just has a lot of that, headwater critical habitat that the bull trout rely on. So, we're walking these streams to kind of better assess the spawning population that we have. And actually we have close to 30 miles of kind of designated critical habitat for bull trout. Typically, a female will dig a red, and then males will then court said female, and then they'll actually spawn multiple times within the red.
So that's what we're looking for. They're little gravel nests in the water. They're not red, but they're usually brighter because the fish have cleaned these rocks and dug these holes. And the important part of the red, they're made up of a depression and a tail spill. And the tail spill is where the eggs are. So the fish will use their bodies to dig out these holes, lay their eggs, and then push gravel over them to protect the eggs and get clean oxygenated water over them. So it's a really cool strategy to protect the very fragile eggs and the alevin that eventually hatch from them. So we start a week before we'd expect them to come up. So we have a baseline and we can gather data. Right now we see fish in the river, in the lower part of the river, but not higher up in the system. As we go on and survey these streams every week, we can kind of see where the fish are moving, when they start to dig their reds, and when they're leaving. So we have a whole picture of their spawning season. And we have these GIS maps for plotting it all in, so we can kind of watch the points as they move up the map, see where they're spawning, and we get a whole map of bull trout activity in the park, which is so cool. So I'm carrying on my back, this is an arrow, and it is paired with our iPads, and we kind of use it to increase the accuracy of our GPS. So we want to get a very exact point, and right now with this, our accuracy is down to about a foot. Without it, it would be 30, 40, sometimes even 80 feet, because we go into these crazy channelized systems and inside the forest. So that just helps us get a more accurate quality data of exactly where the bull trout are in the system, which is really cool. This is the first time I've used an arrow. I'm loving it.
The first time that you come across it, it's because you're looking for these reds this whole season, or the first part of the season, and you're trying to get your mind back in that, and the first one you see really sets your mind back to it. It is exciting because then you know that the fish are here. And that's really the sign of it. The fish are here right now. Really looking at that mound, all it is just life being spread for miles. I mean, what is water except other than the factor of supporting life? And even this river right here is being spread from that mountain for miles. And being able to conserve all this majestic biodiversity that all of this water provides, really. Water systems are just so essential to a host of animals and wildlife and plants, and just being here and being able to protect that stuff, conserve it, and really learn more about it, the unknowns and how better we can manage it it means the world to me, really.
Well, there's just so much we don't know about fish, and there's so much we don't know about fish in the park. So it's nice that we can finally put this focus on that and put all of our efforts into finding out more. Because if we see healthy populations of fish in these parks, we can kind of use that and use our visual assessments and data to play into a bigger picture on the health of the water in this park, which provides a lot of water for Washington. It's up to us to decide what matters to us, right? I mean, you can't just be care about that fish, but I don't know, the diversity of species on this planet and the diversity of species in this park itself, it's so cool to just have this be designated as wilderness. I feel it's so special, and that's something all humans really need. They need to connect with their environments and connect with wilderness, and these fish are just a part of that wilderness that we can connect with.